just in the past couple of months here, you've made some acquisitions that I've covered and I've written about, and the first is one down in Colombia. You were able to consolidate the Mid Cauca Belt by acquiring Bellhaven and their Mina Project, which is one of the highest grade projects down there. And you've also got the management team that came with it. Can you explain to me more about why you made that acquisition and why the addition of Bellhaven's management team to your team is so valuable?
Well, part of what we wanted to accomplish in Colombia was very much the same kind of strategy that we had in Brazil, right? We went into Brazil and it started with having local partners and an understanding of a specific area within Brazil, in Pará state, where we were able to just put together 4 different projects with 43-101 resources and build a strong portfolio there. In Colombia, it was the same thing. It was leveraging our partner in South America, Brazil Invest, who's the oldest investment bank and investment house in Latin America with investments in Brazil and Colombia. One of our board members lives in Colombia, and in addition to having a strategic financial partner, having some in-country know-how, we felt it was a jurisdiction we wanted to make a real move in. Next came identifying opportunities where it wasn't just going to be one acquisition, but that a sequence of acquisitions can create a district. So we have to go back and look at the acquisition we made late last year of the Titiribi project, which gave us our first kind of toehold into Colombia, into the Central Cauca Belt. And now with the acquisition of Bellhaven, we have created really one of the largest district plays in Central Colombia in this very exciting gold, copper, porphyry belt, the Mid Cauca Belt. And I say it's exciting, and I've got proof that demonstrates that other companies as big as Newmont thinks it's exciting. Just in the last few weeks, Newmont has now invested a substantial amount of money, over $100 million, into Continental Gold. Anglo Gold Ashanti has 2 or 3 different development stage projects in this area. IM Gold has entered into various exploration projects here, and IM Gold now becomes a shareholder of our company because they were a shareholder of Bellhaven. So I love the fact that there's real regional activity in this Mid Cauca Belt, and that we now have, as a result of our 2 acquisitions, consolidated what becomes one of the largest district plays in Central Colombia, where we have 2 different 43-101 reports, totaling almost 12 million ounces of gold equivalent resources in all categories, and 10 different drill-ready prospects within our land package that we can follow up on and we plan to follow up on. And you look at some of the people that also join us as a result of this acquisition of Bellhaven. The CEO of that company, Dr. Paul Zhang, who was the head of exploration for BHP Billiton in South America, sold his last 2 junior resource companies for over $1 billion of value. And so this is a real proven individual. He becomes a member of our technical advisory board moving forward, and one of our largest shareholders moving forward. We mentioned IM Gold. So this checks many boxes. It enhances and unlocks value for a previous acquisition in Titiribi. It creates a leading district play in the Central Colombia Belt. And you look at the acquisition, the total acquisition cost of Titiribi and Bellhaven has happened now for less than $30 million in stock. Bellhaven and Sunward Resources, the 2 companies that we acquired, were public companies in 2012 at $1,500 or $1,600 gold. Their combined market cap was over $400 million.
And you were able to get it for? Less
than $30 million in stock. So that's the kind of difference we're talking about, that it's the same project, same geology, same rocks, but a $200 or $300 difference in the gold price, hence the cycle, can create that much of a gap and delta in the value of the asset. I love being able to do deals like this, and it's I don't think there's any other industry in the world where you can get that much of a difference in valuation just because of a $200 or $300 difference in the underlying commodity price.
Well, you've certainly been able to capitalize on it, and you mentioned the 43-101 reports. Mina came with over 1 million ounces indicated, but there's even more that you get with that because there's potential exploration upside. So there's various deposits and zones that they have, but one called La Garucha has hardly been explored. There have been a couple holes that return mineralization, but that provides something for you to really sink your teeth into going forward.
It'll definitely be an exciting catalyst for us. It's one where we typically don't like to go and spend money at this point in the cycle to prove up resources. We'd rather buy them, but this is an exception. The 6 last holes drilled there in 2013 before the company ran out of money, Bellhaven, were stellar results. I mean, you're talking about 270 meters of over 1 gram per ton gold and 0.13% copper. I mean, stellar results that you would want to follow up on. We feel confident this would be an area at La Gurucha that with some minimal exploration expenditures, we'll be able to establish a maiden resource there. We'll see, but you know, these are the types of things that as we assess our portfolio, and we have a very extensive portfolio now, from time to time, we'll be able to allocate a bit of cash to enhance and increase resources organically. And with $20 million of cash on hand, no debt, we definitely also have the balance sheet where from time to time you can spend, again, $1 million or $1.5 million on a drilling program to prove up resources quickly, and so both options are there.
And speaking of extensive resource portfolio, by the way, almost a month after you acquired La Mina in Colombia, you were out with more news that, you know, you're expanding your territorial reach. You came out with these Northwestern Territories acquisitions with Yellowknife and Blue Sky. What was the thinking behind that one?
Well, Canada, especially Canada's north, has been on our radar screen for a long time. You look at the amount of money going into Canada's north between Yukon, Nunavut, and Northwest Territories. By
the acquisitions of Kaminak.
Kaminak with Goldcorp, Agnico Eagle has committed over $1 billion to Canada's north in terms of their capital expenditure program. So we knew we wanted to get into this area. We just needed the right opportunity, and we found the right opportunity. And these projects that we have acquired there come with over 200,000 meters of diamond drilling. You just think about the replacement value.
How much it costs, sure.
And you know, we're picking it up for basically 4 million shares in our company, and that's less than 4% dilution. So it's quite exciting, gets us a nice toehold into Canada's north, into Canada as a region. Low holding costs, geopolitically stable, again at a time when there's increasing interest in this region by majors and junior companies as well. So we'll have more news as well about this latest news and acquisition of these projects in the Northwest Territories. And so I expect over the next 6 months, there should be quite a bit of active news flow pipeline from the combination of news in Colombia with the follow-up work we're going to do with the Bellhaven acquisition, the work that we're doing with our latest acquisition in Canada, and perhaps new exciting acquisitions as the gold price continues to linger below $1,300 or so. That gives us a fantastic window to find the types of deals that we've done. And we got a 6 or 7 year track record now that shows we get deals done, and we've been executing on the vision, and the resource space keeps getting bigger. We're now in our total global resources over 11 million ounces gold equivalent in measured and indicated, and 13 million ounces inferred. That's a big portfolio.
You've got 24 million ounces of gold equivalent.
It's a resource base that can go up next to any company that is in the sort of mid-tier pre-production junior space. It's definitely one of the biggest portfolios in the Americas. The vision was to create a powerhouse, and we're definitely on our way, and we're building a very substantial company here.
You've got it. You've got 24 million ounces of gold equivalent. You've got catalysts ahead with looking at the reports and potentially drilling La Gurucha, and as you just alluded to, perhaps even more acquisitions in the near term as you continue to execute on this land banking strategy. So, Amir, congratulations to you, and congratulations to your team, and obviously to shareholders who have been along for the ride. It's been fantastic. Thanks for taking a couple minutes to update us today.
I appreciate it, Nick, and look forward to connecting with you again soon.